Hi, I'm Ron, and I find there's no better way to get through hard times than a good old-fashioned home backyard garden, which is what we're going to be talking about for the next, I don't know how many episodes. We'll see how it goes. What we're going to try to do is turn this into a gorgeous, bountiful garden that you'll be eating and enjoying from all year round. Now, a lot of people prefer the raised beds, which that's perfectly fine. I can see the merits of that, but with my layout, I feel like I can change my layout anytime. I can go to all the way across with no walkway. I can just go shorter and leave it at that. If I already had raised beds, like say over here on the left, they'd either be sitting empty or become an eyesore. And there's also the rotting of the wood, which I'm not a big fan of. See, I've just got the brick, which, of course, brick doesn't rot. And that's just my preference. It's up to you. But I found the best tool to do a little backyard plowing is the Greenworks 8.5. Well, let me give you a shot here. As you can see, I have the ground initially broken, which was what I was going for today. But I believe we have a little rain coming up, which that'll kind of soften the ground up nicely, and that'll get it ready for me to go through with the plow again, probably in the next few days or so. And it's a process. This is just the beginning. But I may add some more dirt. I'm not sure at this point, but right now the soil's looking pretty good. So I believe we're going to stick with this so far. Now, as a gardener on the budget, you may not want to invest in a backyard tiller, but I find it's a time saver and it's well worth the money. You can pick them up, different brands, between $109 and $250, depending on what you want exactly, the width and the power. Or you can go old school and you can do it by hand. I've done that before. It takes a lot longer, but it's just as effective. Or you can even rent them for the day from somewhere like Home Depot or Lowe's for, I believe, about $50 for 3 or 4 hours or a half day, something of that measure. But either way, great investment. Now, I'd be remiss if I didn't speak a bit about exactly what I'm growing this year. And that would be, to begin with, tomatoes, of course, because I love tomatoes. And I'm only doing one variety this year, which is a little unusual for me. I usually do 2 or 3. This year, I'm doing Better Boy, which is my absolute favorite. We're going from start. And no, we're not going from start. I'm sorry. We're going from seed. I'm a moron. Anyway, they're going along real well. And I have 16, I believe, I'm going to be able to put in the ground. But that's not the only one you can do. You can also do several ones I've had good luck with in the past, one of which is Beefeater, a good beefy, good tomato. Nice, like, size of your hand type thing. Not everybody's hand, my hand, which is pretty big. But I also have done Carolina Gold, which is very interesting tomato. It's got it's kind of hard to describe. It's like almost a sweetish kind of a taste. It's just, and it's yellowish orange. Very interesting chili if you want to make chili out of it. A chicken chili is great with that, with some white beans. It just kind of works that way. Now, what else we're going to do is we've got some peppers going. We haven't done those since we lived in Mississippi. which is kind of odd. You know, in Texas, I haven't grown any peppers yet, but we're going to do that this year. We're doing 2 varieties of chili peppers. I think one's a little more of a decorative, whatever that means, and the other is jalapeno, which of course everyone should know what that is and is for. Pretty versatile pepper. Now, later on, when we go to actually putting it in the ground, which is going to be a few weeks, we're going to do, there's some things I don't do starts on because they do better from seed, and one of which is cucumber, which if you want to grow something easy, nothing better than cucumber. This is a variety I've never tried before. It's it is berry morse, which seems to grow pretty well. I'm going to stick with that, and it's a little different from what I usually grow. It's more of a shorter cucumber with more girth, which my wife says is a good thing, but we'll find out. Next, we have some cantaloupe. I had to look at it because I can't read from the back. It is what kind do we have here? Sierra Gold. I've never grown these things. I love cantaloupe, but we're going to see how they go. I figure they'll probably grow about as good as the girthy cucumbers. Once again, we'll see. Another thing I've never grown that I'm going to try this year is watermelon. Now, these have seeds. They're not seedless. I like the seedless, but the seeds are fine. I'm not sure what the size of them. They look to be the sort of round. It's crimson sweet. I'm not familiar with all the different types, but I'm sure it's good. Probably about the size of maybe, I'm guessing about a volleyball, maybe a little smaller or close to a cantaloupe. Who knows? My wife says they're larger. I suppose she would know. Now, I'm not growing these this year, intentionally anyway, but if you want to grow something else really easy, just broadcast a few sunflower seeds out anywhere in your yard. I don't even think you have to plow, because for the last couple of years, and I planted some about 3 years ago, they come up every year. They just do. They come up everywhere. They'll be like, 6-7 feet tall. It's sort of hilarious. They're like the funniest weed ever. Sometimes I'll let some of them survive just for fun. But just a suggestion, a little whimsical kind of thing. But also, we'll see. My goal is to take us from the beginning, all through the steps, and get us to the end for the harvest. And who knows where we'll go from there. This is Gardening with Ron, almost live from North Texas.